Hi, welcome back to Bohemia, and today I'm going to take a look at the Eddi Solar Diverter from Myenergi. So this is the Eddi, this is the solar diverter from Myenergi, and what this does is this powers your immersion heaters on your hot water cylinder, or in my case, it powers up the Sunamp heat battery, which is a direct replacement. And if you haven't seen it already, just take a look at my previous video about the Sunamp. It's really interesting, and I just put it through its paces and show you how that all works. Now, the Eddi is basically, it's not just a switch to switch this thing on and off. It can actually control the amount of power that goes into the heating elements of your immersion heaters, or in my case the Sunamp. So it can vary that power right from a few watts right up to the maximum, which might be 3 kilowatts or whatever it is. In my case it's 3 kilowatts, and the reason for that is that it can detect the amount of energy that's coming from your solar panels. So for example, if your solar panels are just generating 1 kilowatt of power, then it will recognize that, it will detect it, and it will heat your water at the rate of 1 kilowatt. So it can vary the voltage basically to the heating elements according exactly to how much power is available. Now, how we put it in originally was just to act as a glorified time switch because we didn't have any solar panels. So we put it in anyway, thinking ahead that we would be using it when we get the solar panels. And of course you can set up timings on here, and you can say boost the power between, in our case it was between 11:30 at night and 5:30 in the morning, which is when we were getting our low cost overnight electricity on our Octopus Intelligent Go tariff. Okay, so that worked fine, and basically as soon as it hit those times, it just put the full power into the heating elements and heated up the heat battery. Now things are different. We have got the solar panels in now, and we have got a battery in the garage. I'm going to do another whole video about that separately. But yeah, there's a problem. But we did get over it, so I'll tell you how we did that. The problem is that in order to detect how much excess solar energy is getting from your solar panels, you need a CT clamp on the mains power coming out of your solar panel inverter into your house or into your battery. However, we've got a hybrid inverter, which means you've got DC going direct from the solar panels into the battery, and then there's an inverter which takes the power from the battery or the solar panels into the house. Now, if you put a CT clamp on that, you don't know what's coming out the battery and what's coming out the solar panels. So it's no good for this, because you might end up just filling up your hot water from your battery, which you don't necessarily want to do during the day. So what we thought was we were going to have to manually boost it when we needed it, when the sun was out, but that unfortunately that just boosts it at full power. And obviously it's okay if you just want a quick boost on your hot water, but if you want to be energy efficient and use your solar panels, that's not going to work. So what we've discovered is that the Eddi is capable of detecting when there is excess solar without the use of the CT clamp that you would have put onto your solar panel supply from your inverter. It's really clever, okay? And I don't know if this is a new thing recently with the new firmware or anything like that, but it does work. And here's how it works. We do have a CT clamp on the mains power from the grid to the house, okay? And that is actually connected to the Zappi down in the garage, yeah? But the Zappi and the Eddi talk to each other. So the Eddi is aware of how much power is coming from the grid or going to the grid. Okay, so what's happening is when we've got a bright sunny day, not like today I should say, it's a bit dull out there today, but when you've got a bright sunny day and we've got lots of electricity coming off your solar panels, you might get to the point at which your batteries fill up. And at that point, you're going to start exporting to the grid. Okay, now at the moment we don't have an export tariff, so that is just wasted energy. But what the Zappi is doing, and the Eddi as well, of course, being connected to it, is that it is detecting when there's power going to the grid. There's a little delay. I think we've got the delay set to 30 seconds, so it doesn't switch on and off too quickly. But if it detects over a certain amount of power, and again, there's settings for all this inside the Eddi. I think we've got it set to 500 watts. It might be 100 watts. I'm not sure. Let's say 100 watts. If it detects more than 100 watts for example, 30 seconds, then it will think, okay, there's excess energy in the system. And at the moment, it can't be filling up the batteries because the batteries must be full because it's exporting. Therefore, I'm going to grab that energy and I'm going to start boosting using that, whatever it is, 100 watts, 200 watts, kilowatt, whatever it is. And we thought, well, not quite sure how this is going to work, because then if we turn the oven on or something and the battery starts depleting, then the battery's going to need. But we find that it does work quite well. And so far, when the sun's been out and we've got lots of excess solar, even with the hybrid inverter, the Eddi manages to work out when to switch on without wasting too much power to the grid. So as I say, there are settings. I'm not going to go into that now. I can't remember what the settings are. If you ask me in the comments, if you need to know, I'll look it up. But basically you can set the threshold, the export threshold at which it starts kicking in, and the duration that we're over that threshold for. And then it will act as it should do as a solar diverter, and it will heat the hot water, which is brilliant. So really happy with it. It's working really well with the Sunamp. They work well together, and we've got, as I say, we've got our batteries and our solar now. I'll do a separate video about that. Just wanted to talk about the Eddi today and show you what we're doing with that. Really happy with it. And we'll continue to give you updates on the house, what we're doing with the redevelopment, and what we're doing with our batteries and our solar energy and all that stuff. So hope you found that useful. Please subscribe to my channel. I need more subscribers. I do hope that we can get more people interested, and do comment below as well if you need any more information about what we're doing here at Bohemia. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.